we're back. All right, let's talk about the top gaming news of last week. Let's start. Lead story. This was the biggest video game acquisition in history, and Microsoft wasn't involved. Take-Two Interactive has acquired mobile developer Zynga. Let that sink in. Zynga for $12.7 billion. Like $1 billion, not million, billion.
Yep.
I didn't know Zynga was worth that much. I didn't know Zynga. I mean, mobile games, like brings in like the biggest revenue.
Oh, right? Of course, because they're all based on microtransactions. Yeah.
But I didn't know Zynga was that big.
Sure, well, go ahead.
Well, before I let you speak, there is a tie-in with Microsoft. Funny enough, because what was the name of the Microsoft boss back in 2013 before Phil Spencer? Like, when he did that terrible. Hey, if you want to play video games? If you want to play video games offline, we got a 360 for you.
Well, that's Don Matrick for you. He was king, man. He was king of the. Oof.
So Don Matrick, who was vilified by the gaming community after those statements and after E3, right?
Yep.
And left shortly after that, and Phil Spencer, who I love, took over. He left to become the CEO of Zynga. So don't cry boo-hoo for him, because for $12.7 billion, I'm sure he got a good I'm sure he got a good parachute.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, if you're unsure who Zynga is, you have played one of their games, guaranteed. Farmville, Words with Friends, Empires and Puzzles, Toon Blast, Merge Dragons. No, Candy Crush is King Games. Yeah.
Okay.
Who famously tried to sue the company that made Banner Saga for using the word saga in their name because they had Candy Crush Saga, and now they're trying to. Yeah.
I remember that. I think we talked about that a couple
years
ago on the show.
We did. That lawsuit got thrown out. Thankfully enough, you can't copyright a common word like saga. It's not. Candy Crush Saga is one thing. Just saga by itself is not going to cut it. So. But Zynga, I believe even bigger than King Games. And what, you said $12.7 billion, is that right?
$12.7 billion.
So for context, the ZeniMax Media Bethesda buyout by Microsoft was priced at $8.1 billion. All right. The Tencent purchase of Supercell, which is famous for Clash of Clans, I think, among other things.
Yeah,
was
Clash of Clans.
$8.6 billion. So, right? They just keep topping each other like it's some sort of like Heritage Auctions WATA sealed video game, right? This one's going now for $15 billion, right? Where's the $15 billion buyout? That's definitely coming next. So wow. Wow,
that's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy that they actually bought Zynga. So they definitely want to get into. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that we talked about. There were rumors that Sony wanted to buy Take-Two, or maybe Microsoft would buy Take-Two, right? And Take-Two, they bought. This is their second acquisition. So they bought. Remember, last summer, I think they bought the rights to that racing game company. At the top of my head, they made like Dirt.
Right,
all of those games.
Colin McRae Rally, Dirt, Codemasters, I think is
Codemasters. Yeah.
Right.
They bought Codemasters. Right. So now, EA. No, was that EA?
That may have been EA. I thought it was. No. I'm pretty sure it's Take-Two. Yeah.
No, it was EA. EA has cornered the market in racing games, right? I think it was EA that bought Codemasters.
Oh yeah, there you go. So Take-Two was in the running. And we were speculating how great that would have been, because the driving mechanics in Grand Theft Auto games never been that great. They're good and they always get better, but it's not anything to write home about. And you would think, you can use Codemasters technology and their all their wonderful team members to build out a good driving engine for GTA. And then EA comes in and says, we're gonna go ahead and buy them out. So
that's what it was. They were in the running, and they used that money to buy Zynga. Probably a better purchase for them, right?
Yeah,
because Because if you think about it, now they possibly could bring BioShock, Grand Theft Auto, or Midnight Sun. I think was actually mentioned.
Midnight Club, yeah,
Midnight Club, yeah, to mobile devices.
Yay! I mean,
I'm still waiting for my BioShock Vita. Come on.
Yeah, well, that would have been cool because that would have been like a portable version of BioShock. I mean, you can just play it on the Switch now, so you've got your portable version of it. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to these like microtransaction heavy games, these mobile centric video games. Like, nothing against mobile games, but I just hate when they nickel and dime you. And like Zynga's king of that. You know, they're always like, here's a 5-minute timer, and once the timer's done, then you got to wait, as you only get X amount of times to play the game, or you can buy more gems and buy more gold and iron and whatever it is. And it's like, I just want to pay a flat price, play the game, and be done with it. But that's not how they make all their money. It's like, oh, it only costs 99 cents to get 100 gold pieces or 200 gold pieces or whatever it is. So,
come on, we're going to have an NBA 2K Zynga mobile game. Where you got to pay to get players, pay to get outfits, play to be in the playoffs. It's going to be ridiculous. We're going to get so many of Take-Two properties.
Yeah,
in the mobile spaces.
I saw a bunch of people playing the Injustice mobile fighting game, and
I had it for my iPad.
It's not great, right? Because they it's all power level restricted.
Cool. No, I thought it was cool when I played it on my iPad like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right, but you have to grind to get your character up into fighting shape, right? Wasn't that the bit? You'd have to keep leveling them up so you could be able to fight somebody. So it was never on even ground. You were always down by some sort of behind the scenes metric or whatever, and you got to essentially spend money to power up your guy far enough.
Listen, right? I was undefeated against the computer. That's all
I'm sure you were. You sit there and you just go like this, and he starts doing a 20-hit combo. It's like, I'm good.
My fingers are fast. My fingers are fast. Come on, keep pushing the touchscreen on the iPad.
Ugh.
So I remember I used to love that. I actually really liked that game when it came out on the iPad. And that was when the iPad really they had I forgot which chip that was, and it was you could play really good games, console quality games on your iPad.
I think that's probably when they announced their metal architecture or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it was.
Really.
I think that was.
Yeah, I remember that time.
I think it was around that time. So,
yeah.